Yeah. All right, everybody. Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, wherever you are. Australia, England. No, not England. UK. Yeah, United Kingdom. That is United Kingdom. England is under United Kingdom. Australia, England, United Kingdom, Germany. Germany, US, Canada, South America, Brazil, Argentina, Uruguay, Paraguay, Colombia, Venezuela. I greet all of you and I salute all of you. How are you doing? Right here in the Pearl of Africa, Uganda, East Africa. Yeah, we are back today with another video, but today I want us to just discuss about these animals that we live with, and just there in up country. You know, the situation here in Africa is people who have access to internet, people who have access to smartphones, people who have access to Wi-Fi. All those are necessities are those ones who only live in town. So here in Africa, always they use the young generation, like from 16, 15 above, but mostly from 16, 17, 18 and above. Those are the people who are capable of living in town alone. But normally, of course, after high school, after university, 23, 20, 21, that's when you start living by yourself. You start living alone here in Africa. I don't know in other parts of the world how it is always like. But here in Africa, normally your parents are free to send you, are free to let you go and get employed, get work somewhere else in downtown. You are free to go and work in downtown, but not before the age before you clock the age of 18, 19, 20, 21. They can't let you go. They cannot allow you. But some people are always forced to stay in town, because if their parents are within town, they can be in town even if they are less than 18. But if you are from the village, you can't come to the city or to downtown unless you have gone beyond 18 years old. So that is the situation here in Africa. So for me, I was allowed to come to town, to the city, when I was 23. I was 23 years old. So even if you finish your studies, at least you have to find all ways, you have to navigate all ways of coming to the city. And I came to the city by myself. That is Kampala. Kampala city, the capital of Uganda, East Africa. Yeah. So I came when I was already 23, 24 years. That is how my journey went. After high school, I went to the institution, or they call it, I think, college in other parts of the world. I went to the college. After college, 3 years, I had to come to the city to start working now. Yeah, that's how life is. So my life in the village was so interesting. I've never experienced it here in town. So normally here in Africa, or in Uganda in particular, normally when you want to experience life in the village, you have to travel in the village, probably over during holidays, when kids or pupils or students are back from school. When they are dispersed from school, you can decide to go for a holiday in the village. You can decide to go for a holiday in the village with your family or with your kids. kids, they also have that experience of village life. So we used to experience these other animals, because normally in the village you actually, like, literally you stay with some of the wild animals like monkeys, like snakes. Snakes are so common in the village, very common in the village. Snakes are so common in the village, unless in other parts of, in other countries maybe they are not very common, but in our country, mostly where I come from, specifically, to be specific, where I come from, there are a lot of snakes, python, cobra, and these other snakes I even don't know their names, very many. So normally when you are in the village, you have to make sure you go, when you are living city, you have to go with a torch. This one, the torch. You have to make sure you go with a torch. You have to make sure you go with gumboots. If you don't go with a torch or gumboots, of course the torch will help you light the road, the path. Always there are small passes where you will be passing at night. So the torch will help you light the road to see whether there's a snake eating dust on the road. Because in the village, back in those days in the village, up to now it is still happening. Up to now, I'm very sure life will never change. Nothing will ever remove that from happening. So up to now, there are still a lot of snakes in the village. Monkeys are there, the chimpanzees. Because in our village, a chimpanzee could even snatch your baby. If, like, let's say it is a season for harvesting groundnuts, peanuts. They call it peanuts in the US. American English, they call it peanuts. But British English, they call it groundnuts. So when it is time, the season for harvesting groundnuts or peanuts, so normally a lady, or if you are very busy, you feel like you are very busy, somebody could put a baby, or you lay your clothes, you lay a small bed for the baby under a tree somewhere where there is a shade. You lay the baby somewhere there in the shade. So when you are very busy uprooting peanuts or groundnuts, after uprooting, of course, after uprooting, there's uprooting right from the ground. You uproot, you pull it like this right from the ground. After that session, you take it under the mango tree or under any other tree or oranges, but mostly they are mangoes, very big, huge trees of mangoes. That's where you put it. After uprooting, a young strong boy will carry it, take it under the mango tree, where ladies will make a circle, a heap of, because it will be piled like in a heap, very big heap like this. It will be piled like a very big heap. Then ladies will make a circle around that heap. Then they will start what? They will start pulling that groundnut, the nuts from the groundnut that you have pulled, which contains the seeds inside. Those are the ones the ladies will be. The men, their work is to pull right from the ground. They pull, they gather it together, then pile it under the mango tree. So then ladies, so normally, what I was trying to tell you, normally a kid is always, a young baby is always put somewhere under the mango tree. So a snake could even, by the time you go and check the baby, maybe the chimpanzee or gorilla has snatched the baby. And to bring back the baby from the chimpanzee or the gorilla, it's not like you are going to fight with it. No, you don't have to fight with it. You have to play with it cool. You have to make it so simple that you don't annoy the chimpanzee. The chimpanzee might hurt your baby. So you have to play with the chimpanzee cool. You look for where there are yellow bananas. You try to give it the yellow bananas. Then when the baby cries, by the way, when the baby cries, the chimpanzee can realize this baby needs now suckling or breastfeeding the mom. So when the baby cries, you can try to give the chimpanzee or gorilla, try to give it the yellow bananas, then it can bring back the baby. It can't just throw the baby like, no. It brings back the baby, put it there, and then it will go with the yellow bananas that you have just given. So that is how life is always. So you have to be so conscious of the chimpanzees when you are pulling groundnuts or when you are harvesting maize, or let's say you are harvesting rice. That's life in the village. So it is quite hard. Normally when a chimpanzee or a gorilla snatches a baby from the mother or from a woman, if a chimpanzee snatches a baby from a woman, that kid is, after the chimpanzee brings back the baby to the woman or to the owner of the baby to breastfeed, that kid is always given another name. They will change the name of the kid to, for us we call it Ochom, because even a chimpanzee, Ochom, O-C-O-O-M, so that you are given that name Ochom. Even a chimpanzee in our local language is called a chom. So they relate you with the what? They relate you with the chimpanzee, so you are given the name Ochom, meaning you are so friendly to what? To the gorilla or to the chimpanzee. That's why some people in our areas, because we are Iteso, in our villages or in our areas, some of our areas, they are called Ochom. Why? Simply because when you find somebody called Ochom in our place, in our villages, that person was once snatched by a chimpanzee or a gorilla. So after the gorilla brought him back or brought her back, they are given those names Ochom. Yeah, that is it. So that is life in the village always. Life in the village is always very hard. That's the experience I have. I have a lot of experiences in the village. You know, in the village when you are walking at night, even young boys or young men, young kids are always briefed. They are always oriented. If at all you meet because with the python, this anaconda, they call anaconda in South America. Here we call it python. Is equivalent to anaconda. It's almost the same. It is the same snake actually. It is the same snake. They call the anaconda, but here we call it python. I think maybe the English or the botanical name is the one that changes it, but it's the same snake. So normally when you are growing up, when you are still at the tender age, like 8-7 years, you are not allowed to move alone at night. So when you grow up like 10-12, you are always what? Oriented, or you are always inducted. If at all that the snake, because when that snake is angry, it comes just next to the road. Because you know, with the snake, it hears by vibration. When you are stepping on the road, that vibration will send the waves to its ears. Then there's this scale inside the ear of a snake. That scale, after the wave is sent to the ears of a snake, this scale will vibrate. Then the snake will hear the bait is coming. The moment you go closer to it, then because it will get somewhere where it will bite down the grass, it will get a strong grass where it will bite down, then it will coil around that grass. waiting for somebody to cross the road. The moment you cross there, like it will just throw itself on you, then roll you, coil on you, then it will start squeezing you until it will break all your bones. It will first squeeze you to break all your bones in your body. Now when after squeezing you, it has broken all the bones, then it will smear you with the saliva. All your body will be smeared with saliva of a snake to make you more smooth. It will say after it has broken you and is now aware that you are dead because it has broken you, it will again smear you with the saliva all over your body to make you more smooth before it will swallow you. That saliva will help it. It will help it to swallow you so easily. So for us, we are oriented from our village. We are oriented. You have to move with a small knife, very small knife like this, very small sharp knife. That knife will help you. The moment it throws itself on you. For us, we are oriented. You are not supposed to do what. Don't irritate or don't shake yourself. Don't resist to the force that is trying to show you or is trying to give you to break you or to coil around you. So the moment it throws itself on you to coil on you, the moment it throws itself to coil around you, this is a strange moment, but it's always happening. So the moment it throws itself to coil on you, don't resist or don't show strength against the strength of a snake. So you have to just calm down. When you calm down, you wait, because after coiling on you, it will start stretching you to break you. But when you don't resist, it may think you're already dead, because it is a snake. It doesn't have common sense like human beings. Now when you don't resist, it knows that you're already dead. Then it will try to bring because there's a nail around in the middle part of a snake. There's a nail that it will use to bring and break you this one. After breaking you this one, to make sure you are dead, after breaking you this one, it will put inside to break you this part here. It will put inside to break this part here. After this part is broken, then you are ready to be swallowed. Now, for us, we are always oriented. In our village, we are oriented, all boys or girls, but normally boys, because boys do a lot of activities. They go graze their cows, looking after cows, looking after goats, looking after sheep. Then we do a lot of activities. We go and make pots with the clay pots. Ladies, their work is only to cook food at home, keep home clean, do what, such things. But boys, they do these other activities of moving very far from home, hunting. That's the work of boys. I'm just sharing my story with you guys. I'm just sharing with you my story, how we always grow up from Africa. Because normally when I'm always watching football, I see, like when you encounter these people from the West, they always say that in Africa we live with animals, but in actual sense it is true. Those people don't lie. What they watch on TV sometimes is true. Because right now I'm telling you exactly how I used to grow up from the village, and it's exactly what those people expect from every African whenever they come across them abroad or overseas in those countries they have gone. They always expect everybody to be having that kind of story of growing next to animals, snakes. You see dangerous animals, dangerous snakes, but it's true. Mere experience. I encountered a lot of things in my life up to when I left the up country. So I'm trying to tell you that the snake after it has realized now you are dead, it will make sure you are fully dead. It will bring that nail. There's a nail around this body, just in the middle here. There's a nail around this body. It will bring that nail to break this part of the nose, to make sure you are completely dead. Then they will smear you with saliva to make you smooth, then they will swallow you. So for us, we are oriented in our village that the moment, if you don't resist, it will know that you are dead already. But to make sure you are completely dead, it will bring that nail to do what? To swallow you, to break the nose. Now that is the moment you are waiting for. Remember, that is the only moment you are waiting for. Now when it bring that nail, that's when you are going to pull your what? That's when you are going to pull your knife or your piece of your device, or a piece of metal, to cut this nail. The moment you cut this nail, this is the most important part of its body. It uses to do what? To kill the prey. So the moment you cut this nail, obviously it will throw you. It will roll you out of its body to throw you. It will throw you from here. From here, let's say it will throw you like 200 meters away from where it had coiled you. It will throw you 200 or even 300 meters away from where it had coiled you, and it will throw you at a very big height, like at a height of, let's say, it will throw you at a height of like 12 meters high. Then you will be rolling until you fall the other side. That is how that will be your escape from a snake swallowing you. Yeah, that is it, guys. That's what I had to tell you. If I start telling you stories of village life, it will take me like even 12 hours. So I have to tell you every day one single story like this. One single story of my life when I was growing up as a kid. Let me say bye-bye to everybody. Please, my name is Twin_Emmanuel. Please subscribe, share, and comment. This channel is only to bring you stories. How a village boy will grow up in the village, then survive up to this age, because I'm almost clocking 40. I'm almost clocking 40 years. How I survived that all those situations in the village up to this stage. So I have to tell you how I survived from snake bites, from snakes swallowing you, from wild animals eating you or even killing you, then from these other things that can cause danger to your life, how I survived all those situations. This is the channel where you'll find all the stories from me myself, because it is me who has got that experience, because almost half of my life, I'm almost clocking 40, but almost half of my life I grew up in the village. Almost half of my life I grew up in the village, grazing cows, grazing goats, grazing a lot of cows, like 1,000 cows. I'm the only one grazing those cows. So I have a lot of stories to share with you, my audience, from US, Australia, Canada, South America, Europe, even Africa. There are some countries that they don't experience this, because you might have been brought up from at least a better family. But for us, our family our life was a humble kind of life. So at least people who grow up from a humble kind of life, they have got a lot of experiences to share with the people, to share with the whole world. Anyway, we shall meet again tomorrow. Please subscribe, comment, and share. It is Twin_Emmanuel. That is the channel. Twin_Emmanuel. Please comment, share, and subscribe. You will still find me on Facebook, Twin_Emmanuel. TikTok, it is at Twin_Emmanuel2. Instagram at Twin_Emmanuel3. that is Instagram. You will find me in all social media platforms. Let me peace out. We shall meet again tomorrow the same time, same place, same time, same place, in the same country. It is the same location. I love you all. Bye bye.